Hello, my name is Anna Cepak, and today I'll be presenting on the similarities and differences between licensed professional counselors and the three other professions in the mental health field: child psychologists, life coaches, and licensed marriage and family therapists. My goal is to show how each of these careers connects to professional counseling, while also highlighting their unique characteristics and approaches. The LPC profession began in the mid 20th century as counseling psychology started to grow into its own field. The goal was to make counseling more accessible, more wellness focused, and less tied to medical models. By the 1970s and 1980s, states began creating LPC licensure, and the profession expanded quickly. Today, LPCs are recognized nationwide as an important part of the mental health workforce. Child psychology has roots in the work by three famous psychologists who developed theories of human development. Over the 20th century, the profession expanded through child assessments and therapy. Life coaching, on the other hand, is much newer. It grew out of the personal development and self help movement in the 1980s and 1990s, focusing on motivation and accountability rather than mental illness. Marriage and family therapy started in the 1950s and 1960s with with family system theory. Therapists like Bowen, Satar, and Minushkin, I'm not really sure how to pronounce that one, but pioneered the idea that family dynamics could be the key to treatment, which eventually led to LMFT licensure as a distinct profession. The current aspects and standards of an LPC. To become an LPC, you need a master's degree in counseling, 2 to 3,000 supervised hours, and a passing score on a licensure exam. LPCs are licensed by state boards and supported by associations like the American Counseling Association. They provide therapy, crisis support, and treatment planning in settings like schools, agencies, and private practice. The average salary for an LPC is around $55,000 to $65,000 a year. Pros of the field include flexibility and versatility, while challenges include heavy caseloads, emotional demands, and a lower pay compared to some other mental health careers. Child psychologists must complete a doctorate, an internship, and a licensure exam, which makes the training process long but leads to a strong expertise in children and adolescents. They typically earn over $80,000 a year. Life coaches do not need a specific degree or license, though may pursue voluntary certifications like those offered by the International Coaching Federation. They focus on motivation, accountability, and goal setting, and their salaries can range widely. Licensed family and marriage therapists need a master's degree, supervised practice, and licensure exams. They specialize in relational issues, earning around $55,000 to $65,000 a year. Each profession has strengths and drawbacks ranging from expertise and fulfillment to the challenges of long training, emotional strain, or lack of regulation. The similarities between the four. So, all of these professions share common ground with LPCs. Child psychologists and LPCs both rely on evidence-based therapies, ethical framework, and a client-centered approach. Life coaches, though less regulated, share an emphasis on personal growth and helping clients achieve goals. Marriage and family therapists are the most similar since, like LPCs, they require graduate education, licensure, and work directly with mental health concerns. Across the four professions, empathy, communication, and building strong client relationships are the foundation of effective practice. Here are some of their differences. Despite their similarities, each profession differs from LPCs in important ways. Child psychologists rely much more on assessment and diagnosis and typically only work with children, while LPCs can treat all age groups with less training time. Life coaches differ the most. Since they cannot diagnose or treat mental illnesses, they are not held to the same licensure standards. Marriage and family therapists focus narrowly on families and couples, while LPCs take a general approach to individuals, couples, and groups. Overall, LPCs are versatile and accessible, whereas the other professions are more specialized or less formally regulated. This is my personal reflection on the following careers. I see many strengths in the LPC profession. I like that it is accessible, versatile, and allows counselors to work in different settings with a wide variety of clients. The training is rigorous but manageable, which makes it realistic for a career. On the downside, I recognize that LPCs may have heavy caseloads and earn less compared to other careers. Child psychologists, on the other hand, do fascinating and very important work with children. I admire their ability to diagnose developmental disorders and guide children through difficulties. However, I know the educational process is extremely long, requiring a doctorate and specialized training, which makes me hesitant about pursuing it myself. Life coaching is interesting to me because it empowers clients to reach their own goals and holds them accountable. I think this can be very motivating, but I find personally the lack of regulation concerning. Without licensure and standardized requirements, the quality of services varies a lot. By contrast, the profession that resonates with me the most is licensed marriage and family therapy. I am especially drawn to this perspective of treating individuals in the context of their families and relationships. While it can be emotionally demanding and often requires non traditional hours, I believe this reward of helping families heal and grow is worth the challenge. This aligns directly with my career, which is to become a family and marriage therapist. I use several references to guide my research. These include the American Counseling Association, the American Psychological Association resources on career and psychology, and the International Coaching Federation for information about life coaching. These sources help me compare education, licensures, and professional standards across the profession. Thank you for listening and thank you for your time.